Good morning.
Good morning, and apologies in advance for the potentially bad quality.
Yeah.
Our internet is down, has been off and on for the last couple days.
Yeah.
So the Wi-Fi is a bit spotty, which means that we are running this on our data at the moment, mobile data. So
Which is also
a little spotty.
We're like, what's going on?
Modern people that we are, we're like, oh, it's bad omens. No, it's just kidding. It's just internet. What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
You know what we did yesterday when we didn't have internet? I did yard work.
Well, I still studied. I didn't need internet to
Well,
study.
sometimes you do.
Sometimes, yeah.
You studied.
Certain videos, but
And her sister read a book, and
it was quiet.
it was quiet. We survived.
We'll see how much longer we can survive without.
Let us know in the comments if you also are having trouble with your Wi-Fi.
Or other troubles. I don't know. Other first world problems.
It's such a first world problem.
Yeah.
For sure.
But I think yesterday there was even a time where like no Wi-Fi, but also our data was like, I don't know, things weren't loading on my phone.
Or you have those moments of like, the Wi-Fi's down. All my smart devices don't work.
Yeah, we couldn't turn on lights.
First world problem. Go flip the switch.
I don't know where the switch is.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Good morning, Cindy.
Maybe it was the rain last night, but Abby was also kind of all over.
Yeah, it was hot though. She
It
was
warm.
sleeping around my head.
She's not used to the warmth. She still thinks she has to stay warm, so she's like,
What's going on? Why is this so hot? Okay.
yeah, breathing on us.
Dog breath.
Seriously. If you have any requests, send them through. We'd love to hear from you this morning.
Yeah. And on that note, should we get started?
Yeah, sure. Let's do it.
All right, let's stand up today. Sorry, bunny.
Just like stand up.
You can still lie down on the yoga mat. Just like, no, I'm gonna go to the couch. So, okay. Feet about hip width apart and not locking your knees, so allowing for the knees to be just slightly bent. Shoulders are relaxed. And we're going to reach the arms out to the sides and upwards. You don't need to straighten the arms. Keep a slight bend to your elbows and have the fingers point towards each other as you slowly bring the hands down in front of your body, your face. Good. So just like that, you're going to reach the arms out. You're welcome to look up if you want, and then follow your hands as they come down. You're also welcome to just gaze kind of forward. We'll add the breath on, but before we do, relax your legs, your hips a little bit, maybe sway the hips. Good, and then when you inhale, you're gonna lift the arms up. Again, you're welcome to look up, and when you exhale, arms are going to slowly come down. So, your movement follows your breath. When you breathe in, see if you can draw your breath into the space below your belly button, about 2 inches below the belly button, right in the middle of your abdomen, between the skin in front and the spine in the back. So you're breathing into that space. And start to notice if you're building tension in your shoulders as you're moving the arms. See if you can continue to relax your hips, if you're squeezing any muscles that run along your leg. Feeling the grounding beneath your feet. So palms face up when you reach the arms up, and then palms face down when you bring the hands down. The motions are fluid. Think of water. Slow with your breath. This morning we're going to add a little bit more to this Qigong technique. The next time you breathe in and reach your arms up, you're going to lift your heels so you come to the balls of your feet. And then when you bring your arms down, you're going to slowly bring your heels down as well. So lifting the heels up when you reach your arms up. Might kind of play with your balance here. And then when your hands come down, your heels gently come down. Breathe slow. Watch your balance. When we come to the balls of our feet, we're kind of activating our kidney 1 point, the very first kidney point that's in the soles of our feet. See if you can still be relatively relaxed as you lift onto your feet, the balls of your feet, as you lift the heels, as you move your arms. There's a lot going on, really. You're thinking of your breath, breathing into your lower dantian, the space below your belly button. You're moving your arms, your feet in sync with your breath. Traditionally, with all Qigong practice, there's also a sound that you can make with audibly or just in your mind, as well as a further visualization of a color, of an element. Usually this is taught very slowly, as in you'll learn just the movement, not even the breathing. You might do that for a couple of months before your teacher will tell you, okay, now add in the breath. Maybe then add in the sound, visualization, and that can take over a year just to learn all of that. Practicing every day.
Losing my balance.
I really find that the lifting of the heels keeps you here more than anything else, more than the breath and the movement of the arms. You're going to do 3 more. After your third one, you're just going to stand in Tadasana. So mountain pose, just have your arms rest by your side, closing your eyes once you're done the third one, and then keeping your breath steady. Perhaps assessing just how the body's feeling here. You might feel maybe some tingliness. Notice your state of mind. We'll begin the yoga portion of our practice with the sound of Om. Connect your palms together in front of your heart. Take a deep breath in. Om. Bow your head. When you're ready, blink your eyes open, release your palms.
All right. Start to take your arms in big circles, watching out for plants, people, things, whatever. Plants and people more important. Big circles. Smash. Okay, change direction.
You're jinxing everyone. You smash into things.
No. Okay, pause. And take hands to the hips. Big circles with your hips. Going one direction first. And then change direction. Alright, you can pause. Shift the weight to the left foot, pick up the right foot, and take that leg out in front of you. Start drawing some circles with the right ankle. Maybe you're noticing your calf after lifting and lowering a number of times at the beginning, especially if you haven't been doing a lot of running or stair climbing, uphill walking, which I'm guessing most people, they've been staying at home, haven't. Change direction with that circle. You might get pops, clicks, crunches, like me.
Wow.
Change the foot. Right foot comes down, left foot lifts up and goes forward. Begin to draw circles with the ankle. Yeah, I have pretty hypermobile ankles.
You do.
And they get relatively
You're
crunchy.
hypermobile like everywhere except hamstrings.
Yeah. All of my tension goes right to the back of my legs.
Can we go the other way?
Change direction if you can. We went a fair amount of time on the first set going that.
True.
Gotta balance it, Otherwise we get, user mail. I don't want to say hate mail.
User mail.
One more big breath.
I was like, what are you talking about?
Put that left foot down. Nice. Hands on the hips. Bring a little bend to your knees. And then think about hip hinging forward. So just the torso starts to tilt forward. And stop when you start to feel tension in the back of your legs. Yeah. So some of us might stop just part way down. We already noticed something. That's fine. You may come all the way down and not feel anything. Breathe. Nice. Use the next inhale, hip hinge, come all the way up. And see if when you do that hip hinge, you can maintain an extended spine, no rounding through the spine. Let's do that 2 more times. Hip hinge to come forward. And stop when you feel the tension in the back of your legs. So no rounding with your spine. Now, if you could round, you might come down lower, but we're keeping that extension through the spine. You get a little bit more tug into the hamstrings. Inhale, come back up. And then we'll do that one last time. Hip hinge, come forward. On that last round, if you'd like, one hand to your belly, one hand to your low back, and you can pulse a little bit. A little pulse. So one, that's going to feel like strengthening for the low back, mid back, upper back. But 2, for those of us with tight hamstrings, a little bit of tug. Don't overdo it. One more breath. And you can exhale, release into a forward fold. The spine can round slightly, the knees might bend. Catch opposite elbows and dangle. Notice the back of your neck. Can you relax the back of your neck here too and allow the head to be heavy? Sway gently to the left and to the right. And just notice as you sway left and right, sensation that you get in the left and right side of your spine. You might be holding on to tension asymmetrically. One more breath. All right, release your fingertips to the floor. Set the left foot all the way back and lower the knee down. Pad the knee with a double folding the mat or a blanket if you need. Come up, hands to the hips. Press your hips forward and down, lengthening the left hip flexor here. And then use your left index finger. Poke your left butt cheek. For most of us, probably pretty soft, not a lot going on. Try to squeeze the left butt cheek as you stretch the left hip flexors. So you get some engagement at the back to stretch the front. Yeah. It's really helpful in certain stretches. If you're noticing not much is happening, think about the protagonist muscle, the muscle you're trying to stretch, and the antagonist muscle, the muscles that's on the other side. For most of us, the antagonist is not doing much. And movies are pretty crap when the antagonist isn't doing much.
Too early.
Too early. One more big breath. As you exhale, release left hand down to the floor, tuck the back toes, lift up the knee. Inhale, reach the right arm up towards the ceiling. Think about turning the chest open, not just to the right, but even open up towards the ceiling. Continue to press your hips down as you open the heart up. One more big inhale. On the exhale, release through center. Step the right foot back from high plank. Come all the way down to your belly. Press into the tops of the feet. Inhale, peel up chest and chin, baby or full cobra. And exhale to lower down. Push yourself up to tabletop. And from tabletop, shift to child's pose. In that child's pose shape, notice the shape of your spine. Are you mostly extended? Have all the natural curves in your spine, or are you a little bit rounded and flexed? Crawl your hands forward a touch, even if the hips lift away from the heels slightly, so you find a bit more of an extended spine in your child's pose. Breath is flowing here, in through the nose, out through the nose. Feel long through the arms and through the torso. One more breath. All right, as you sigh that out, carefully walk your hands back to your knees. Come up into a kneeling shape. Nice. In that kneeling shape, take the right arm up. Nice. And then bending your right arm, touch the back of the head, back of the neck, space between shoulder blades. You can reach the left arm out to the side and take that hand to your low back. Wiggle it up. Maybe today you're just wiggling it up. It's okay if the fingers don't touch. Keep pulling the elbows in opposite directions. The fingertips might touch, or you might find a bind. Breathe here. Push the base of the skull into that right forearm. Breathe. Notice the space you have in your shoulders this morning. We're also getting actually a little bit of a sneaky stretch to the shins and the tops of the feet. One more big breath. On the exhale, release the arms. Shift forward, plant the palms. Let's find a downward facing dog. Sit bones lifting up towards the ceiling. Pedal out the heels. Check in with the length of your arms, the long legs, and also the shape of your spine. Can you find a little bit more extension through your spine there? Kind of like the halfway lift. And when you did the hip hinge to come partially down. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, bend the knees. Walk, step, or hop, top of the mat. Halfway lift. Inhale, extend the spine. And exhale to fold. Rooting down into the feet. Inhale, come all the way up. Reach for the ceiling. Grow tall. Exhale, draw palms through. Press on to the He. Tadasana. Okay, a little something different to do with the arms. With the left hand, you're going to draw a circle. With the right hand, a figure eight. Wow, I haven't done this in a long time. So, this is not easy. It's possible that your hands just start doing egg beater. That's okay. Left hand, circle. Right hand, figure eight.
It's too early for my brain.
Yes, coordination. Switch sides. I'm going to make you feel a lot better. Right hand, circle. Left hand, figure eight. So, oh boy.
Get sweaty.
I'm getting sweaty trying to do this, yeah. So, for me, my left hand is my non-dominant hand. It's a little bit less coordinated. It keeps wanting to pop out of the pattern. So if you're finding that one side's really easy, so see, look, my right hand wants to join. One side's really easy, the other side is really hard. Then what you want to do is spend about 5 minutes on that harder side. And honestly, your brain will catch up. Okay, release, give it a little shake. So the idea being, when you're doing a yoga practice, you might notice left side, right side. One side feels really good, the other side feels really weird. Well, think about the coordination that you have on your dominant side versus non-dominant side. Hands to your hips, bend your knees a little bit. Hip hinge and fold forward.
We should do that one time just
way.
For meditation the whole time.
Oh my goodness. We call this the frustration meditation. Notice the tension in the back of the legs. And again, the spine is staying relatively extended. You're just coming down to where you feel the spine start to round slightly, or just wants to round. So you might feel like after doing that first side, you actually have a little bit more space, even just through flowing through a simple forward fold, a hip flex. One more breath. We'll exhale, release into the forward fold. Fingertips to the floor, right foot steps back. Lower the right knee down, pad the knee if you need, and come up, hands to the hips. Press your hips forward and down. You can use your right index finger, poke your bum, and just notice there if there's any engagement in the right glutes. If there isn't, try to squeeze the right glutes. Right? It can be really tough on one side, maybe a little bit easier on the other. And so you might notice that when you're stretching the protagonist muscle on this side, it's maybe really hard to get that antagonist to take part. Write a better movie script. Make sure the antagonist
bad villain
is doing something. Yeah, your villain's lazy. He's still in his trailer. You hired a diva. One more big breath. Exhale, release the right hand down to the floor. Tuck the back toes, pick up the knee, and reach the left arm up. Pretty appropriate that our butt is a diva. Think about turning the chest up.
Got nothing.
As the hips press down. One more inhale. Exhale, release through center. Plant the left palm, step the left foot back from high plank, come all the way down to your belly. Press into the tops of the feet. Inhale, peel up chest and chin, baby or full cobra. Exhale to release back down. Push yourself up through tabletop and then find child's pose. Balasana. Again, trying to find a bit more extension through your spine. So, want the hands forward a touch. Maybe the bum lifts away from the heels. That's okay. One more inhale. And as you exhale, carefully walk your hands back towards your knees. Come up into a kneeling shape. In that kneeling shape, lift the left arm up, bend the elbow, touch the back of the head, the back of the neck, maybe even the space between shoulder blades. Right arm goes out to the side, bend the elbow. Work your way up from the low back, mid back, upper back. You might just be touching the back and reaching the elbows apart. You can touch fingertips or bind. Breathe here. Feel the shoulders, and also notice the tops of the feet and the shins. Try your best not to round or lean to one side. Keep the spine nice and tall. Last couple breaths into the shoulders. And when you exhale, release the arms. Give the shoulders a little roll. And you'll lift the hips up, hands to the floor, tuck your toes. Sit back towards the heels with the toes tucked. You might have to keep the hands on the mat if you're noticing, ooh, it's just not going to work for me today. Or you can come upright, hands to blocks if you have them, next to your hips if you need some training wheels in this shape. Otherwise, stack the palms. Breathe. Feel the stretch in the soles of your feet. So for a few of us, any tension that we're holding in posterior chain, backside body, might actually be beginning in your stiff feet. So you may actually notice a marked difference in your forward fold after simply stretching the feet. Emphasis on might. Everyone's different.
Definitely helps for me.
Remember that hot class that started with a 3-minute hold in this pose? In Brussels.
Oh yeah. That was so, oh
We
my
did
god. That
3
class.
minutes in this shape to start the class.
In like 50 degrees.
I'm just trying to make you feel better. Are you still holding with me? Amazing. One more inhale. As you exhale,
Why'd you
release.
bring that back? I totally blocked
Wiggle
that
your
class out.
toes. That was a tough class.
Oh my god.
We went swimming.
It was like 50 people in that room.
Tuck your toes, lift the hips up. Downward
I'm
facing dog.
traumatized.
In your downward facing dog, just notice the shape of your spine, the back of your legs. Can you lift your toes up off the floor? So the heels are pushing down, and the toes are trying to lift, like you're going to touch the toenails to your shins. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, bend the knees, step or jump, top of the mat. Halfway lift, extend the spine. Exhale to fold. And rooting down into the feet. Inhale, come all the way up, grow tall. Exhale, draw palms through prayer, samsiddhi, tadasana. And nicely done. In that tadasana, feet together or feet apart, it's up to you. Close your eyes. Feel the four corners of your feet, balancing out the weights. Noticing the breath here. The balance that you've created in your body. Left side, right side. All right, blink the eyes open. And again, feet could be apart or together. It's up to you. Begin to bend your knees. Can you come all the way down to your bum without using your hands? And of course, use your hands if you need to. Extend the legs forward. Lie down. Once you're lying flat on your back, just take all those little fidgets to help you to find some stillness. If you feel like there's another stretch that you need for this practice to be complete, you are welcome to it. Otherwise, just let yourself settle into the mat. Shavasana. Corpse pose. Staying with that Shavasana as long as you think you need. If you need to come back, begin to lengthen your inhales and your exhales. Breathing in through the nose, out through the nose. Move your fingers, move your toes. Turn your head side to side. Inhale, give yourself a stretch. And exhale to soften. Bend your knees, either roll to one side or rock up into a seated position. If you prefer to end the practice standing, you're welcome to come back into a standing shape. Close your eyes. Notice the breath flowing in through the nose, out through the nose. Some of that space you've created for yourself on this rainy Friday. We'll allow an inhale to expand the belly, the ribs, the collarbone, fill all the way up. Open your mouth, sigh out that breath. Palms connect in prayer at heart center, thumbs rest into the sternum, closing to the sound of a single Om. Inhale. Thanks for being here to share this energy. Please take some with you off the mat. Share with the ones that you love. Namaste. Namaste. Thanks, everyone. Appreciate you being here. Hopefully, we haven't been just like with the internet.
Sorry.
We won't know until after.
I think it's been okay.
I hope so.
Maybe.
I mean, like from our side, we just see the camera screen. It doesn't actually show you what the feed looks like.
That's true.
So. Fingers crossed. I'm seeing people have reactions, so it's possible that they're hearing what I'm saying.
Or everyone's still shocked with your dad jokes, so. Thanks, Abracadabra. Thanks, Deanna. Have a great weekend. Thanks, Toronto Yoga Girl. Sarah, thank you. Savannah.
Okay, good.
Vanessa. All right, awesome. Carol, thanks. Thanks, Jane. Sarah, thank you. Never cut. Oh, awesome. So at least we know your dad is working. Thanks, Julia. Thank you. Hi, Cass. Bye.
Hi, bye.
Hi, bye.
Rainy days. Yeah.
I liked this.
Feel it in my fingers.
Oops, sorry.
Feel it in my toes.
It's April and you're quoting a Christmas movie. Wow. Wow.
Well, love is all around us.
Wow. Okay. Thanks, Cindy. Thanks, Claudia. Enjoy your weekend.
Yeah.
Thanks, Effie. It's good to see you.
Cindy, Queenie would beg to differ in that there's definitely times it was too early for a Jonathan dad joke.
Oh my gosh. It's too early. Your dad jokes make me sweaty. I was like, oh no, what is he doing?
Just at the beginning. Okay.
Connection problem. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it happens. Thanks though, Sharon. Thank you. Yeah, happy Friday indeed. Hope everyone has a great weekend.
If you're wondering why sometimes we do that, we like to look up. To get this angle, we put an extra lens on the front of our camera.
Yeah,
and
so it kind of blocks.
It blocks how many people are watching, and also it blocks like whether we have internet connection or not. So if you're like, why are they, like, what are they doing? Like, why don't they just look at the screen? That's why. If we didn't have this on here, I can show you. Yeah. It looks like this.
Which actually still works. I mean,
Still,
I probably
we could
am
make
not
it.
cut off.
I would be cut. Well, close to the top of the mat.
I'm still not cut
Surprise!
off.
Our yoga space is actually not that big.
Well, I mean, it's big enough for the two of us.
Oh, it's big enough for two
it's
of
way
us.
bigger than when we're in our condo. We
Oh,
don't have to
much
move
bigger.
furniture, roll carpets up every time we teach,
There's
or
no-
leave things rolled up and then our couch like pushed off to a side and living like.
We lived like for 5 months as if we had just moved in or moving out.
Yeah.
That's kind of what it felt like. Yeah. So
It's an upgrade. We are grateful.
yeah.
What's the difference? Well, I mean, I guess you can't
What a
really
difference.
tell.
As in what a
What a
difference.
difference. Sorry, not reading.
If
it
you're
all.
looking for something like it, it's just one of these guys. Mm-hmm. You get it on Amazon or eBay, and it's a wide-angle lens attachment. Works really well for if you're noticing that you need kind of a wider angle.
Yeah, so kudos to all of you who have to move coffee tables and shift things around just to roll out your mat and to get a practice in. It's not
It makes a
easy,
difference.
Yeah.
That's part of your practice is actually being like, okay, I'm going to set up.
There are days where it's like, do I want to move like this one thing out of the way just to practice? So, we get it.
Well, at the beginning of the pandemic, because we were filming a lot more videos, because we were kind of getting into it for the first time. That's why we had everything moved out of the way all the time.
Yeah,
'Cause it was
all
like,
the time. What's the point
why are
of
we moving
putting
it
everything
back?
back? Yeah, but we actually moved like shelves and like
Our
lots
coffee
of things
table
to, like,
lived
out
in
of
our
the way.
hallway for like
Yeah,
the whole
we
year.
just stayed there. Poor coffee table.
Yeah. So didn't use it for coffee. We just had to like shimmy around it every time we walked down the hallway.
We should have like taken. I think we have some BTS,
I think a little
but
bit.
we should have taken like a full. Like this is what it looks like.
Oh,
But,
man.
we're good now. We're yeah.
Thanks for sticking around so long, listening to us ramble as usual. If you do have any questions, please keep reaching out to us. We really love connecting with you about your practice. Keeps us going as well. If you're looking for more classes, please do follow the link in our bio to check out our Zoom schedule. We teach at least 5 classes a week, and sometimes, depending on the bi-weekly classes, it ends up being 6 classes.
No, it's still 5.
No, there was last week. It was 6. We taught the yin, and then we taught the Sunday class, and then that Friday we also taught the yin.
Yeah, but really, if you look at
So that's
Monday,
6.
if you look at Monday to Sunday, it's 5 classes. If you look at a week, who goes Sunday to Friday?
Me. Anyways, sometimes
It's 5 classes a week. It's 5 classes every 7 days.
It's because our Sunday class is bi-weekly,
And a Friday
and
class
our
is
Friday
bi-
class is bi-weekly.
So this weekend we are teaching a Sunday class, which is 90 minutes. It's, we just usually have fun with it. It's a little challenging, but obviously there's never any pressure to do everything. Sometimes we co-teach, so I just sit and watch him do it, or I walk off camera. I'm not doing that. And I just cuddle with Abby. So that's every Sunday at 11. We might change the schedule a little when the weather gets better, because we know people might want to be out Sunday morning walking, or maybe just balcony, backyard, or sleep in. I don't know. So
we'll see.
But for now, we will keep the Sunday bi-weekly.
Yeah. And those of you that are our Zoom students, keep the feedback coming about when classes should be. That helps us make the schedule.
Yeah.
Okay, everyone. Happy Friday.
Bye.
Go enjoy your weekend. Drink lots of water, and we will see you soon. I don't have to look around to see the numbers.